After 35 years, we finally get to see more of what Beetlejuice has been up to. I think I speak for most of us fans when I say we were shocked at the announcement. While we wait for the release of Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, today we wanted to go back at when they were filming and just how they put this all together, and what it was like coming back to a set like this. People have been asking for a sequel to Beetlejuice for a very long time, and those involved with the film dodged the question or said they'd be interested, or some variation of those words, if the right people were involved with the project. But before we get into more of these on-set rehearsals, today's trivia question. Tim Burton is very well known for his demeanor and unique style of film. What was his first film project he had worked on? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around till the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct.
Well, he's completely singular. There's nobody like Beetlejuice. There's you know, he's kind of, I feel like he's more than an individual. He's like this sort of just entity, energy, spirit, you know, you can't really place him. And I can't, there's no other character like that.
That's great. His confidence, I think, is very appealing.
Yeah.
People want to be like him, except for the dead part.
She's a Beetlejuice's bride. They had a short and intense love story that ended very badly, in death, actually. And when she wakes up in the afterlife, full of rage and desperation and obsessed with vengeance, she puts herself back together in a scene that is almost like a horror dancing scene. And it took 2-3 days to film it. And I felt a bit like a mime because this role is very much about body language. So I tried to play like a broken doll, and it was so much fun.
Burton spoke about returning to the world he created in Beetlejuice Beetlejuice and what questions he wanted to answer heading into the film. But to revisit it now was nice because Lydia was a character that I always felt strongly about, Burton explained.
For me, then you start to use your own life experience. You start out, you're an interesting teenager. What happens to you when you become an adult? Do you have children? What are your relationships like? What have you become, And so it was quite emotional for me to kind of revisit those characters, and because things happen to all of us as we get older, change, relationships, children, whatever.
was feverishly scribbling in my journal for a week. Then I went and I met him again, and then when I went to, open up my journal and present these ideas, he just placed the script of Beetlejuice in my journal. And he didn't tell anyone, he just said, oh, okay, there's, no pressure, Jenna, but I think there's a part for you. But again, if you don't want to do it, don't. And I just said, oh, okay, thanks, Tim.
As I share my excitement for this film, I want to mention we are currently doing a giveaway. Share what you were most excited for with this project, and the best comment will win a $25 Fandango gift card where you can purchase a full movie with added bonus features. Comment down below and one winner will be chosen. There were many scripts in the works and even written after the release of the first film. 2 Beetlejuice sequel scripts were commissioned in 1990. The first, Beetlejuice in Love, was penned by screenwriter Warren Saccharin, who did a heavy rewrite on the first film script. In 2022, a sequel was announced again, this time produced by Brad Pitt's studio. Burton stated that he was not involved in the project, but backtracked days later, saying nothing is out of the question. He ultimately returned as the film's director and tried to strip everything from the story to go to the basics of working with good people, actors, and puppets.
But that was a dream to work with sandworms. That was arguably my favorite part. I mean, they're such sweet guys, and I love them all to bits. No, I think we shot that for maybe an hour on a soundstage with a gray screen and a sandbox and like a little artsy Tim door. And that was about it.
Burton credited the years of his life since the original film's release as the reason he couldn't do Beetlejuice Beetlejuice until then. As genius as Tim Burton is, it has been called out by his castmates and crew such as Beetlejuice himself in numerous occasions.
Catherine O'Hara, needless to say, makes me laugh all the time. And it's my first time working with her too, so I had the added benefit of being able to just plumb her for all the questions of every single movie that she's ever worked on. Obviously, notably Christopher Guest movies, which I love, and every single one of her performances in those. So that's sort of one of those great things where I'm sort of quietly like, wouldn't tell her this, but I'm sort of quietly interviewing her of all the things that I want to know about her life and career.
And as Jenna Ortega joins the cast as Ryder's character, Lydia Dietz, the cast has praised her for her talents and being quote-unquote born to play this role.
It's weird. I said the other day, it's almost like she had to be, like when people say, well, she was born to play it. I'm starting to think, I wonder if she was literally born to play it. Because it's so obvious, like she's really a nice young woman, but also really smart.
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, Beetlejuice came out in 1988, but believe it or not, wasn't the first project of his. The first was Pee-wee's Big Adventure in 1985.
A little bit emotional, and also Tim was kind of taken aback and a little stunned because I guess they had the measurements of the original house. So everything was the exact same down to, placement of this wood panel and same space. And oh man, I don't remember it being this big, but it was. And oh yeah, because remember this? And they just kind of went back to details of the original. So to be able to kind of be a fly on the wall in that moment and examine that was really, really special.
But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What do you think about all these moments? Which one was your favorite, and which character are you most excited to see? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
Tim, because he put so much trust in everybody when you come on his sets, he kind of almost doesn't like give you performance notes. He just lets you figure it out yourself. And I think that when I first started working with him, I hated it. I was so confused.
Yeah.
I didn't hate working with him, but I hated the feeling that it gave me, the anxiety, the pressure, because obviously I wanted to do a good.